Greetings everyone, I'm Untitled and welcome to In Love with Soil. In today's video, we are going to talk about phlox. It's a glorious day actually. It's September, the humidity is much less than usual, the heat is tolerable. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's cloudy, so you will get the difference in a while, and the wind is also gentle. So I thought let's just sit and talk about annuals because we all know our growing season is near. So let's get started. First of all, I will talk about the variety of phlox. In our country, you can get, in terms of colors, you can get red, pink, dark pink, white. I love the white. It's amazing. I had a video about it. You can go and check it. Phlox are just amazing. You know, I was not at all that much fan of phlox, but last year my point of view was just changed. What a glorious show it was. You should check out the video. So apart from white, you will get purple, a beautiful shade of what should I say, purplish blue, and also there are bicolors. So in terms of color, you can get a lot of variety, but in terms of their growth pattern, you will get only two types of or two varieties. One is taller variety and the other is shorter or dwarf variety. There are some varieties which can work as perennials, but in our tropical climate we can't grow it because it takes less humidity, and during summer it won't thrive and eventually it will die, and you won't be able to get their seeds in our country as well. So we have only two options. One is taller variety and other is shorter or dwarf variety, and both of the varieties are considered as annuals. So the next thing is selecting seeds. Now this is extremely important if you want to grow them from seeds, because you can get seedlings from your local nursery during late October to early November. You can get it, but I would say let's just try with seeds because they are very easy to grow from seeds, but for that you need to collect good quality seeds. It's extremely important. I will share the link. You can go and check it out. So in terms of soil, let's just talk about soil. They prefer slightly moist and well-drained soil, of course. You can prepare your soil with 50% coco peat, 40% compost or cow dung compost, and 10% perlite. If you don't have perlite and if you don't want to use perlite, you can substitute with sand as well. And you can also use 30% coco peat, 40% vermicompost, 40 and 30, 70, 20% garden soil, 90 and 10% sand or perlite. It will work fine as well. When you want to sow the seeds, it should be around late September and early October. It will be the perfect time. If in your area you will get 23 or 24 degrees night temperature, you can sow the seeds no matter what is the time. I mean, you can sow the seeds now, you can sow the seeds last week of August, doesn't matter. Just check the night temperature and the humidity as well, though they thrive in a bit of humidity, but seed should be germinated in the less humid condition. So just think about it and then start preparing your seeds. And the seeds need light to germinate, so keep that in mind. You can sow the seeds in a well-lit area. It could be windowsill, it could be your balcony. So just plan it out and sow your seeds. The seeds take 1 to 2 weeks to germinate. If the seed quality is very good, then it will germinate sooner than usual. Like I use BioCraft seeds, and they take almost 5 to 7 days, almost a week to germinate. So it depends on the climate, it depends on the nighttime temperature, it depends on the quality of the seeds, the germination rate. I want to say the germination rate depends on all these factors, so please keep that in mind. Don't just throw away the seeds, give it some time, it will germinate. If you have bought seed from a reliable website. So just plan accordingly and sow your seeds. So the next thing is sunlight. They thrive in sunlight. In fact, all the annuals, they prefer direct sunlight. So phlox are not at all the exception. They also love sunlight, minimum 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight. But if you see that your afternoon temperature is harsh or your afternoon sunlight is harsh, you can put them where they can get a little bit of shade during afternoon. But apart from that, you need to provide them 6 to 8 hours of direct light for sure, and you will see or you will enjoy their beauty. Our next point is seedling transplantation. Now, if you are experiencing rain in your area, don't transplant your seedlings. Just wait for a while, let it pass, and then transplant. Now, if you are planting them in ground, plant them at least 8 to 10 inch apart. That way you will get a fantastic show when they are in bloom. And if you are planting them in a container, in a 7 to 8 inch container, plant only one seedling. And if you are, if you want to get a mass effect, or if you want to plant them in a mass, and if you plant them in a container, then take a 10 by 10 inch container or 12 by 12 inch container and plant 4 to 5 seedlings. That way you will get the desired look. Last year I planted like 4 plants in a 10 by 10 inch grow bag, and they did amazing. The result was just phenomenal. So you can do that as well. And in terms of pinching, when the plant becomes like 4 to 5 inch, just pinch the tip. You will see they will start branching, and when they start branching, when the branches become 4 to 5 inch, pinch those tips as well. That way the plant will get more dense and you will get more flower. Now, in terms of flowering, they are a little bit late bloomer, so you will start experiencing blooms around mid-January or sometimes first week of January. But when they start to bloom, they will just burst out with colors. So give them some time, fertilize, and they will come up and they will bloom for a long time. Last year they bloomed till the end of March. Can you imagine that? Most of our annuals do well till February last week to first week of March, and after that they will fade away. But phlox, they have done fantastic till the end of March. And sometimes if you keep them in a shade during afternoon, they may grow well and bloom well till April, midweek of April. You can get flowers till April. So can you imagine? They are extremely heat tolerant, they are extremely sun tolerant, but yes, you need to provide them proper amount of moisture. And with that note, let's talk about watering. Now, phlox loves a little bit of moisture, not too much. So during their growing season, when you are experiencing bright sun, wind, and your afternoon temperature gets like 26 or 27, 23 to 24, you can water every day, or you can water in every other day if your container is big. Like I have grown them in 10 by 10 inch container, and I used to water every other day. But when spring comes and when the temperature starts to rise, you'll need to water every day. It depends on your media, it depends where you are growing, it depends on the sun exposure, wind exposure. So all these factors are there. So just keep these factors in mind and water accordingly. Just remember that they thrive in a little bit moistened condition. So this point you need to follow and nothing else. So water them accordingly and they will grow and thrive. Now let's talk about the fertilizer. They are annuals, their growing season is limited, so you will need to fertilize them once in a week positively. They are nutrients hungry plants, so for any annuals, always try to fertilize them weekly. That way you will get the maximum result. They will grow, they will thrive, they will flower for you, and you will enjoy their maximum potential. So always fertilize weekly. In terms of fertilizer, you can use mustard cake concoction, you can use chemical based fertilizer, you can use NPK. Whatever you are using, just make sure that you are using them weekly. It's very, very important. And our last point is staking. Now if you are growing shorter varieties or dwarf varieties, you don't need to stake your plants. But if you are growing taller varieties like I do, you need to stake your plants, or else when they start to bloom, they will fall off eventually. So you can use jute sticks, you can use bamboo sticks, and they will work fine. So when they start to bloom, just stake them and follow all these points. I hope you will have a fantastic experience with Phlox. If you have any questions, then please let me know in the comment section, and stick with us because we will be coming back with lots and lots of annuals. Stick around and have a good day.